Stand your ground, have boundaries, have principles that you say, no matter this, no matter that, this is my stand. Because if you don't have a stand, then anything and anyone can move you to the left and to the right. When you can't make any decision and everything you have to confirm with someone, confirm with someone, confirm with someone, it means you have no sense of direction. That means the way life throws you, you just jump into it and say, maybe this is the way it's supposed to be. You end up become mediocre in how you look at things. And that's a very dangerous place because now there's no improvement, there's no growth, you're just stuck. And here we are in a time in life whereby you must know whether you're moving left or moving right. You can't be in between. You always have to have a stand wherever you go, in whatever you do. Let's say you are in business and you're dealing with someone and you want to buy a product. It's either a yes or a no. The maybe doesn't really help you because you need to make a decision. In everything you do and everything you believe in, someone must have a stand. If you are dating, it's either a yes or a no. It's not a maybe. It's not I'm thinking or this. You're either in or you're out. Because at the end of the day, that's how you know your worth. If you don't know your worth and you're not self-aware, then you'll be moved by the way the wind blows. You'll not be able to say, I believe this is wrong. You should be able to question things. But when you don't question things, then you start allowing things into your life and into your system that should never have been there. If you don't question the type of content you feed your mind, if you don't question the type of conversations you indulge with, if you don't question the kind of things you are partaker of or part of, then sadly you may find yourself digging your own grave, digging your own destruction bit by bit. Remember, everything starts with a seed that is planted. Every success and every failure was built on a seed. A seed was planted. When that seed was planted, it was not even spoken in a way that tells you do it. It was like, is it really? Do you really? And the more you started looking at it from that, either you went the right way or went the wrong way. We were raised whereby mainstream was supposed to be whatever the system said, the system of the land said, that's what was true. You are told that media houses are to be trusted in everything. But are not the same media houses selling us gambling, which is destroying our youth families? Okay, fine. The same alcohol, is it not the same ones who are destroying? In the evening, some of the type of content released, is it not almost adult type where children are now thinking, oh, maybe this is how life is supposed to be? And the same ones are promoting properties or products or services that end up becoming scams or have major issues or scandals, and no one questions them because people say, oh, it can't be, media houses don't see it, so mean the media houses, they have their verifying person. No, they don't. No, and if they do, well, they seem to be not doing their job. A good example is take a newspaper. Newspaper, you trust it through your whatever company or that you read your newspaper from. There's one thing you'll always notice. Go to the section, the job section, or the section where they're selling cars or anything. You'll see all these entries, but 3/4 of them are always scams. So the same media house that you're told to trust, in their own newspaper, the last section, you get scammed. But wait, you can't hold them accountable. Wait, but they haven't even put a beware sign like this is, and wait. If they put a beware, would that mean then that there's a flaw in their system? That means the only thing they care is how many copies they sell or how much viewers they have, but not the dangers that come when products and services that have been advertised through them have a dangerous impact. But wait, we are still told, trust them, really. And that's the thing. When you fail to question systems, you allow them to run you dry. You allow them to play around with you. You allow them to destroy you. If you don't hold a politician accountable, you are telling them still. You are telling them, do whatever things you want to do. You know what? We shake hands. But who's fooling who? Because at the end of the day, when their term ends, a new person will come in power. And if they keep going down the same trend, you never make any progress. You'll be stuck in the same place, doing the same thing, crying the same, and at the end of the day, no changes. And that becomes dangerous because the generations that now follow ask themselves questions: where are we going? Those ahead of us seem to have chosen to turn a blind eye. Now they have to be the grown-ups, and becomes a very sad space. Each generation is unique. Each generation has its strength, its weakness, and even places they may have enabled things that should not have passed. It doesn't make it perfect generations. Whether you're a boomer, whether you're a millennial, whether you're Gen Z, whether Generation Alpha, and the others that shall follow. The thing is, every generation is unique. It has its flaws, but every one of them has its beauty. There is beauty with age. There's beauty with time. I recall a time we were doing a road trip. And we were going to a wedding. It was like an 8-9 hour drive. And all of us in the same car, we were millennials. So when we were buying the stuff we bought, we started laughing in the car. We were like, guys, are we old? Look at the stuff you're buying. Remember how you were back in the day? And we started laughing about it. There was beauty remembering. There are things I can remember in high school that right now I'm like, okay, interesting. The thing is, there's beauty with age. There's beauty with generations. What breaks my heart a lot is how history becomes distorted based on generations. The anger, the bitterness, the bias, the stereotypic mindset, the perspective ends up watering down what had value. And by the time the second generation or the third or fourth picks up what's going on, there's so many things they need to fix first before they get into the next phase. There's so much beauty with getting information traveling from the boomers down to the Generation Alpha. And there's so much beauty from the Generation Alpha giving information, passing it up to the boomers. Each generation is unique. The bitterness, the anger, the strife takes us nowhere. And that's where the politician strives and hits the most. That division. Then now you move to the ethnic division or the race division. They say this person did that, this person did it, this person did that, this person, but you're like, hold up, hold up. They tell you hate that race or hate that tribe. Yet their spouse is from that tribe they told you to hate, or their in-law. At the end of the day, learn to make a stand, and let your stand be very clear. Let everyone be held accountable by their words and their action. You're in a relationship. When you start allowing cheating into it, stop complaining when you start getting funny diseases, because you are allowing a behavior. You're enabling a behavior that should never be allowed. When you make a stand and say, hey, this path you're going, this open kind of thing you're trying to propose, you know what? You do your thing, you go get your diseases. Me, I'm out. Make your stand. In everything you do, make your stand. Agree to disagree amicably, respectfully. But when you keep fighting and you keep fighting and you keep fighting without any understanding of what you're doing, that becomes a very sad situation. It's like going to the market. We have so many vendors selling a product and everybody's shouting, hey, mine is cheaper. No, mine is better. Wait, I'm giving you quantity, more quantity, cheaper price. Oh yes. At some point to stand in the middle and thinking, what do I buy? Everyone is shouting. Only to realize there's one who was not shouting and their product was actually the best. There's so much noise everywhere we are. I always say, and look at it, when an empire falls, there's so much noise. Look for the destruction. Everything is hidden in the destruction. So when you see an empire falling, there's so much destruction. This is happening, that is happening. Be very keen. Cut through it. You'll find where the issue is. At the end of the day, each one of us has our strength, our weakness. There are things we can accommodate, there are things we should never accommodate. But at the end of it all, have a stand in what you believe in. You want to start your business? Start it. You fail? Good. You knew, now you've learned something. Move. Don't let fear tell you what to do and what not to do. Do it. Learn. Make mistakes. Grow from it. Keep going. Because if you don't make a stand, well, the stand will deal with you. Because at the end of the day, what you don't stop becomes a thorn for the rest of your life. So make a stand in whatever you believe in. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Simple, clear.